Minnesota Vikings, but he's the co-founder of the Thielen Family Foundation. He's a brand new dad. Welcome to the stage, Adam Thielen!
I don't know if you guys want to stand yet, you haven't heard me talking. Well, first of all, I just want to thank you all for coming. I'm actually really excited. This is the first time I've ever talked in front of a group of people not about football. So that's exciting for me. Usually it's my most frequent asked question is, do you know Adrian Peterson? And yes, I do know Adrian Peterson. But no, my wife and I are super excited about this, so we're really grateful for this opportunity to talk about our foundation, because it's been a long process of starting this foundation, figuring out what we wanted to do, how we want to impact communities that have done so much for us. As Amy talked about earlier, we really want to give back to these communities, these areas that, like I said, have done so much for us. Where we grew up, where we went to college, things like that. Obviously, this Fargo area, this North Dakota, is so close to Detroit Lake, so close to my home, and the cities where we live, and where my wife grew up, things like that, has done so much for us. So that's kind of our main focus as far as the areas that we're impacting. But kind of a little bit of update. We started the foundation 7 months ago. It's been a long process before, like I said before. It took about 2 years that we knew we wanted to do it. We both felt that God had put us in this platform, gave us this platform to give back. And so we knew we wanted to start a foundation. We knew we wanted to give back in a certain way. We didn't know exactly how that was going to work. But we ended up starting this foundation, like I said, 7, 8 months ago. And when we did that, leading up to that, we knew that we wanted to help youth. We knew we wanted to help youth reach their full potential. We didn't know how to do that. So we met with the hospital. We kind of just went in there with an open mind saying, hey, what do you guys need? What area is maybe overlooked? Maybe doesn't have the resources, doesn't have the funding. What can we do that could make the biggest impact in youth, help reach their full potential? And so we toured the behavioral health unit at Masonic Children's Hospital at the University of Minnesota, and we instantly felt a connection. We toured there, and the first minute we walked in, my wife will talk about this probably in the Q&A, but the first moment we walked in, the nurses were like, whoa, what the heck, why are you here? No one comes here. No one hangs out with these kids. No one wants to do it. No one wants to spend time. And they want to go to other areas of the hospital. And so kind of that was the moment where we're like, okay, this could be a really good fit for us and an area where we could, possibly make a big impact. And so we toured it, everything, and we had our first visit, and it was probably the most impactful thing that has happened in our lives as far as just motivational. We literally just sat around in a group with these kids and just talked. And probably 3/4 of the kids had no idea who I was. They didn't like football. They had no idea who we were. But the first visit, one of the girls came up to my wife after and just thanked her and just kept thanking her and hugging her. I think it was actually a boy. Was it a boy? A little boy. And he was probably like 14, 15 years old and just hugged her and wouldn't stop hugging her, just wanted to keep hugging her. And just said, thank you for coming. Thank you for showing us that you care. And again, he didn't like football. He didn't care about me. He was just so thankful that we could sit down and say that we have problems just like they do. We have, life is tough. And I know Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff makes people look perfect because you post about how great your life is and things like that, but that's not true. Everybody has tough times, everybody has good times. And so that's kind of the message that we bring every time, and just be real with the kids. We get some interesting questions sometimes and we have to be honest, and it's tough, but again, it's really cool, and it's been so impactful for us and them as well. And just some of the stories that we've heard have been really cool. The tough part about working in the behavioral health unit is we can't really share it too much. We can't post pictures when we're there. But actually that's been a blessing because my wife and I really like that part of it. We like not having cameras there, not having photographers there. We just like hanging out with the kids and being real and honest and open. So that's been really cool. The next part of our foundation that we're really excited about, we haven't told anyone yet, so you guys are the first people to know, But we are going to partner with a high school in the Twin Cities that is a tough area, a lot of underprivileged youth, kids that don't have resources. I think it's like 50% of the kids are on, or it might be more than that, 90% are on reduced lunch. And so we're really excited about this because we're going to provide them with a lot of different resources for school and sports to help those athletes not only finish their sports seasons, but also graduate, and hopefully that can help them have success later in life. So we're really excited about that. We have some great partners with that, and I think it can make a big impact, and it's something that is kind of our pilot program to see where it goes and how well it does, which I think it will go really well. And hopefully we can bring that to a lot of different schools that need those same resources and opportunities for those kids to really even just have a start at being successful. I mean, I think that was the biggest thing for my wife and I of starting this foundation, was trying to help these kids just have the opportunities that we did. I mean, it's not cheap nowadays to play sports, and sports have done so much for us and impacted us in so many ways in our lives that we want kids, if they want to play sports, that they have the opportunity to do that, and have the right equipment, have the ability to join a team and things like that. So we're really excited about that. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where our foundation is at right now. Again, we're very, very new, and we need a lot of financial support to bring these to more high schools and to do more with the hospital. And like I said, we're really excited about the future. And again, thanks for listening. And I know it wasn't about football, so you're not that excited, but I really appreciate it.